Welcome to the next video, locking down users' home directories the Red Hat, CentOS and Debian Ubuntu way. In the previous video, we looked at advanced tips and tricks for using sudo. In this video, we will learn why locking down user home directories is important. Then we will do it in the Red Hat CentOS way and the Debian Ubuntu way. This is another area where different Linux distro families do business differently from each other. As we shall see, each distro family comes with different security settings. A security administrator who oversees a mixed environment of different Linux distros will need to take this into account. Let's exit Lionel. Switch the user to test. Give the password. Move to the home directory. Run the command sudo user add charlie. Then list the required files. By default, the user add utility on Red Hat type systems creates user home directories with a permissions setting of 700. This means that only the user who owns the home directory can access it. All other normal users are locked out. We can see why by looking at the etc login.defs file. Open this file by entering these commands. Scroll down towards the bottom of the file, and you'll see these two lines, create home yes and umask 077. The login.defs file is one of two files where default settings for user add are configured. The umask line is what determines the permissions values on home directories as they get created. Red Hat type distros have it configured with the 077 value, which removes all permissions from the group and others. Non-Red Hat distros usually have a umask value of 022, which creates home directories with a permissions value of 755. This allows everybody to enter everybody else's home directories and access each other's files. The next topic is locking down users' home directories the Debian Ubuntu way. Let's work with the first utility, user add. The user add utility is there, but Debian and Ubuntu don't come with the handy pre-configured defaults as Red Hat and CentOS do. If you were to just do sudo user add frank on a default Debian Ubuntu machine, frank would have no home directory and would be assigned the wrong default shell. So, to create a user account with user add on a Debian or Ubuntu system, the command would look something like this. In this command, m creates the home directory, d specifies the home directory, s specifies frank's default shell. Without the s, Debian or Ubuntu would assign to frank the bin sh shell. When you look at the home directories, you'll see that they're wide open, with execute and read privileges for everybody. So let's go to the home directory. As you can see, Frank and I can get into each other's stuff. Each user could change the permissions on his or her own directory, but how many of your users would know how to do that? So let's fix that ourselves. Enter these commands. Let's see what we have now. To change the default permission setting for home directories, open etc login.defs for editing. Look for the line umask 022. When we go to the insert mode for editing, it gives us a warning that this is a read-only file. So we have to go to the root directory. Enter this command to enter into the root. Now I have moved to root and I have opened the login.defs file. Now let's find umask 022. Change it to umask 077. Now, new users' home directories will get locked down on creation, just as they do with Red Hat. That's it for this video. In the next video, we will enforce strong password criteria.